make the crust because I'm not using pre-made crust. Okay. First off, the flour. Now the recipe I'm using calls for 1 1/4 cups, but I'm doubling the recipe. If I don't have enough sugar, that's an issue, but I can just go buy more. So, calls for 1 1/4 cups, so we're going to do 2 1/2. It's about half. Next, it calls for 1/4 cup granulated sugar, so that means we got to get a 1/2 cup. This is a 4th cup, by the way, so it's 4th. Oh no. There we go. Sugar. Okay, powdered sugar. So, again, you know, it's a shortbread recipe, so it's a little better than average crust. I don't like regular crust, so this is me making a pie I might like. So it calls for 3 tablespoons. So we're doing 6 tablespoons. Oh my gosh. Ah! You know what, it's fine, it's fine. 1, that's like 2, so 3, 4, and 5, 6. Okay. Some salt. So it calls for a 4th teaspoon, but it also calls for unsalted butter. And this butter that I have is salted. So we're not putting that much. There you go, that's fine. But okay, and then it calls for 10 tablespoons unsalted butter. 10 tablespoons is 1 of these sticks plus 2 tablespoons, so it's going to be 2 sticks and 4 tablespoons, so 2 1/2 sticks. And we have to cut it into nice little cubes. So let's do that. Butter doesn't like to work with me. Move that. There. That to the side. Probably need to make mac and cheese or something. Okay, cut into small-ish. You know, it's pretty small. I'm struggling to get it since it's came right from the fridge. Oh, that's okay. Okay, I mentioned struggling, but no, I did not struggle at all. Okay. I think it's just right into it. Yeah, I know what I'm doing. Pile of butter in a bowl. Okay. I'm going to wash my hands real quick, and then we'll get to making that into a crust dough. Well, yeah. Alrighty, hands are nice and clean. Let's get into this. So this is literally just stick your hands in here, and you have to like knead it and stuff. So, okay, the worst part for me is getting started because I don't like getting stuff under my fingernails. Okay, whew, let's do this. Yep, let's get right on in there. This is like so much butter in here. Crust is what you make it, but I don't know. I think that this is more butter than most crusts have, probably. But hey, that means people like it, right? I've never been a really big butter fan. I mean, I know there's, you know, like butter kids that would eat like a whole stick of butter at the same time. I was never one of those. No. If food is like really like fatty, greasy, it doesn't do well with me. So like, I've just stopped believing in pepperoni on pizza because that is so greasy. Like, you compare a pizza with literally any other topping to a pizza with pepperoni on it, and you're like, wow, that is puddles. And it's like, what is up with that? It's so, ugh. It just gives me a bunch of issues. But, hey, in the comments, tell me if you like butter. I would like weird stuff, but I wouldn't put a bunch of butter on my popcorn when I made it myself, and I wouldn't put salt on my popcorn either when I was little. I also didn't believe in salt. I kind of believe it now, you know, because I've been baking and cooking more, and so, you know, flavor's really good. I really like flavor, actually, believe it or not. But butter doesn't really give flavor, it's more of a texture thing. So, yeah. Okay, you know what? Just on the fly thing, I think I want to add just a tad bit of water. But my hand's really messy, so let me get some help. Hey, Gilda! Hey, can you give me like a tablespoon of water? Can you get me a tablespoon of water?
Okay, so just put on the gym.
Oh, yeah, you can see it over there. I just want to make sure this will be like dough-like. It will. But, you know, might as well. It's okay if you spill. I might not even use a whole tablespoon.
It's like more. Okay.
Okay, look at that. Okay. Let's add a little bit.
Okay. Is that yummy?
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to add like a bunch of liquid dough and stuff. It doesn't make good stuff if you do that. But like, look at this.
Oh my goodness.
There's 2.5 sticks of butter in this. It's a double batch, by the way, so don't get too scared. Because
Two pies?
No, because you need a bottom crust and a top crust.
Oh, yeah.
Also, this is shortbread, basically, so it's a little bit special, I'll call it.
Do you need more water?
They
barely give you any.
I know, barely.
There's actually a whole box game called Red One.
Yeah, a tiny bit more. Okay, that should be good.
Okay.
Let's dump the tablespoon, everything.
Yeah, there's actually a whole box game called Red One. Well, it's, yeah, basically, you take there's a wheat field, you highlight it, and then you take some and make dough by adding the exact amount of water that you need. And then it's so easy to get way too much water.
Oh, thank you, Gilda. My dough is nice and mixed now.
No problem, Country. Don't make that bad, Country.
You're going... you can't... No, you can't.
Don't make it Country now.
No. Not like raviolis out of it, that's all you...
I mean, yeah, I guess I could kind of be a giant ravioli.
Well, yeah, I feel like it.
Yeah, bottom crust and a top crust.
You know, this is more like... I mean, I can make...
Don't say you actually...
Blueberry raviolis! Well, okay, not actual pasta, but like, you have the, sorry, this is stressful, like, I love this so much. I love dough. Do you want to try a piece? Try a piece. Tell me what it tastes like.
Fine.
You're stuck in all my videos, okay? I can't really edit. Picking ones, you tell me to get butter.
Yep, it's like punch. Tastes like dough.
Dude, what? A slight? Okay, no, yeah.
Yeah, sugar particles.
Yeah, sugar particles.
You can get rid of them.
Yeah. Okay, so, anyway, so now that this dough is done, I'm going to wash off the counter, and we're gonna start rolling it out. Okay, we're gonna roll out the dough. The best step about rolling out dough is the mess you gotta make. Yeah. And a rolling pin. Nice. Okay. Okay, we're actually going to split that in half. Okay, this one's slightly bigger, but that's completely fine. Can you tell I'm not a professional baker? What? You can't? Oh, thanks. Okay. So, this is a pie tin. But we need a bottom, sides, and top 4. So, let's get rolling. It's not sticking. Rolling in. Ooh. Got some non-stickage. Oh no. No, sorry. What? Accidentally held up. That's why people use remake ones because they're taking them. It's fun. Rolling out. I'm not too bad at it. Just get great. Also, I'm doing this at every angle. Oh, here. Okay, a little bigger. This will probably take a one. Oh, no, I made it worse. Oh, no. Okay, good. Now get that. This way is like bigger. Because we need it bigger than this. Because there's walls. Yeah, next. If I was not recording, I'd be dancing around the table. Okay. Is that good enough? Okay. We go get a knife. See if I got a knife. Okay. Alright. Let's try to get this off the table. Can you try another one? Oh, it sounds like it's sexy. Okay. There's also like extra room. That's okay. A little nice enough, like a little, which is kind of nice. Okay. Hold on, it's probably gonna be hard to take out of chin. Most definitely. Yeah, it does not look pretty. We can fix it. It's like fun to delete anyway. I don't know what you want. Just text. Good enough. Okay. Now, I need to do the top. More flour. The top, I want to actually have that look nice. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to try to do lattice work, and I don't know how to do that. Actually, I could. I do know how to do a lattice. I've just never done it before, and I need to do it in strips, which is still rolling it out and then cutting it into more complicated stuff. Dough. Just gonna give it some nice massage hands. So a chunk of butter. That's gonna be fine. Maybe I've overworked the dough. The water could have been a mistake, but hey. Live and we learn. It'll still be tasty. Oh. Bad ideas. This is very sticky. Ah. slow. Ahead of ourselves. Milk is fine. Like a feature or something, so lose it. Oh shoot. Hold on. Okay, I don't know how much that shifted. I will make sure that's good after I finish with this. Is one there? Hey, yeah. We go grab something to drink for. Enough for that. Big enough for me. Hey. Plate. Oh yeah, that's so much nicer. Okay, there's probably a better way to do this. Oh, there's definitely a better way to do this. Oh. Okay, well. Transferred. So bad. It's okay, we're gonna make holes in the top. So. Yay! Okay, now we make the filling. The pie part of the pie. It's got a nice big bowl. Okay, first off, get your fruit. 6 cups. Nice and washed. I washed them while I was sitting up. And then, the sugar. Sugar is a very important part. It, makes it sweet, like pie, right? Okay, 1 cup of this. I'm using the same scoop as before. This is the 4th cup. Half filler foods. 3/4, oh my gosh. And filler foods. Next up, got some cornstarch. It's a thickener. We're going to do 4 tablespoons of this stuff. You can do more or less depending on how juicy or put together you want your filling to be. Yeah, mine's just going to be a little bit thick because I don't like runny pies. I don't know why people like runny pies, because then it's just like soup. Like fruit soup. Weird. And then, put some lemon juice. If you look at recipes, they'll be like, oh, you want some freshly squeezed lemon juice, along with just freshly picked fruit right off the vine. And it's like, no, I don't have that. I would have it if I had, like, plants that grew them, and it was in season, like, all the stuff was in season, but no, I'm not gonna go buy a whole bag of lemons to make one pie. That's stupid. Okay, 2 tablespoons. Lemon. This is just because acidity. Then you mix it. Oh gosh, it's not a turn to mix this. Oh no. But you just want to get all the berries coated and ideally have no lumps of stuff. That's not fun. Okay. And then the specific recipe that I have says to let this sit out for a bit. So I'm going to let this sit for like 10-15 minutes, and then I'm going to put it in the pie. Okay, it's actually been about 15 to 20 minutes. So yeah, this should be a little more, I don't know, juicy? I'm not exactly sure why he let it sit, but it does help like stuff work. But okay, so now we put this and that on that, and then we're gonna do a little bit of a glaze on top. After we put that on that and make some slits. I need a knife, hold on. Actually, no, I'm gonna get the knife later. Don't want to have it sitting on the table while I do stuff. Okay, so this is as simple as get it in. Ooh, look at that slurry at the bottom. I'm assuming that this will all fit. Okay. Put it down like that. Yeah, that'll be a nice filling. Okay, now that I've rinsed my hands for the gazillionth time today, let's try to get that on that. Okay. Amazing! It's, I mean, it's kind of on there. Not as good as I wanted it to be. Not as bad as could be. You know, right in that zone. But hey, we're not going for perfect here. Practice makes perfect, but I just want pie. And as far as I'm concerned, as long as I have good edges, and the blueberries are kept inside the pie, that's a success. So I guess maybe we won't need to make slits. I've pre-made ones right here. So, okay, I'm gonna patch this up. I'll probably speed up me patching it up. This might be boring. And then we'll do the glaze. So, I'll tune the video back in a second.
Wow.
Lovely. Don't touch my pie. Okay, so I've got this like completely covered. Look at that. It's not too bad. I mean, it is bad. You can like see the seams. Like, you look right there. It's just a big mess. But anyway, so I'm just gonna make a few incisions. You know, make this look a tad professional. Right? Yep, it is what it is. Okay. So now we gotta stick a glaze on top. I mean, I guess you don't have to do this, but I'm going to. So this right here is just a bowl of egg whites because I did some more baking today and I didn't need them. So we need the egg yolk, just the yolk. go. Rinse my hands again because I can't stand egg. Alright. Back up. To the side. Stick that in the fridge. There we go. Okay. So it's literally just have some sort of brush. I've got the silicone brush here that I don't know where it's from. And you just brush it on top. Oh wait. I'm supposed to put some water in that. Hold on. Oh. I think you're supposed to put like a tablespoon. Yeah, you're supposed to put a tablespoon of warm water in with it. I had forgotten, so you got a little bit of egg there. But it's just like an egg wash. It's gonna make it nice, like golden color. I did not measure how much water I put in with this. So it's either too little, too much, or just enough. And I have no clue which one. That's fine. Okay. Good enough. So now, what we do is we stick this pie on top of the cookie tray, catch any spills, and we go put it in the oven. And there's the pie. Cooked it for 15 minutes at about 415 or 475, I honestly forgot. And then another half an hour at 350. And what you want to see is you want to see it be nice and colored, and you also want to see some of the juices bubbling out. I don't know if you could see that when I put it down. Well, it's not bubbling right now, but when I took it out, it was. Right at the spots where it came out. You don't want it to come out at the sides, but that's why you put it on a tray. And so yeah, there's a pie. Yep. Doing great. Ow! Okay, I'm gonna wash my hands first. I'm not touching my phone with these hands covered. Oh my gosh. Don't touch my pie.